There is one thing that I refuse to do on Svalbard, and that is go camping. So today, we're going camping. Welcome back to Svalbard, everyone, an island close to the North Pole. My name is Cecilia, and today we're going camping, which is something I do not like to do on Svalbard. Why, you might ask? It looks lovely. Well, two words: polar bears. I don't mind the cold. I think camping can be super cozy, but the constant threat of being mauled by a polar bear in my sleep, not a good vibe. You might think that I'm exaggerating, but unfortunately I am not. It's a very real possibility, so we will take all the precautions in order to prevent it. More about that later. Let me show you around our camping grounds. Come with me. This is where we will be spending the night. We are now in the living room. Can we call it that? This is where we shall dine and also sit polar bear guard. So where are we? Well, we didn't go far. We thought that the appropriately named Bear Valley would be ideal for today's camping ground. It is very open and has great visibility. It is also close to home. It was a sunny -8-degree evening when we packed up everything we would need for a night out in the wilderness. We even threw in our proper fire pit setup because why not have some luxury on this camping trip? We jumped on our snowmobiles and headed into Bear Valley to find the perfect spot. We wanted it to be high enough to get a good view over the valley so we could have a clear line of sight, and also so we had a good amount of the midnight sun on our camp. We are gonna set up this tent, which is a 5-people teepee. So it has actually never been used. So this is the maiden voyage for this tent. Kommer det med instruktioner eller? Jag vet. Står det hur man gör? Det var lätt. Sätta ner pinnar. Hey, Grim. As you can see, the sun is shining bright, and that's because we have midnight sun season now. So we have 4 months of constant daylight, and today is an absolutely beautiful day. So we're gonna have the sun until I think maybe 2 or 3 a.m. in the morning, and then it's gonna be around the mountain. So we're gonna have a very bright evening, which is perfect for staying polar bear watch. Yes, Grim. You're gonna have to have polar bear watch round with me and Christopher. More on that later. First, we're gonna set up the bålpanna, the fire pit, which we actually brought from home. We're going luxury camping today, guys. So we're gonna set that up now so we can get a fire going, get some coffee going. It is also around -7 degrees Celsius today, so it's not very cold and almost no wind. So it's ideal camping conditions. Graham, how are you doing? Kan du vara med? Oh, well, apparently I can. there's one main reason why I don't want to go camping here on Svalbard. And that is because we have this huge white fluffy thing walking around the tundra. We have polar bears. And you don't really want to end up with one in your tent. So we have taken a couple of precautions for this. We will have to sit polar bear guard the entire evening. We're going to have to do it in shifts. So when one sleeps, the other one sits outside and is awake. And I think we're going to do 1.5 hour shifts, because then you get a little bit of sleep and the other one can just sit and read in the sunshine because we have midnight sun. The other precaution that we have is Grim. Do we know if he is any good as a polar bear guard? No. We do not know if he actually will react to a polar bear. He probably will. We don't know if he thinks he can, take the polar bear, or if he will be scared. So let's hope we don't find out today. I don't like to do this up here, but you know what? Tonight it's actually really nice. I think this might give us like the camping bug because it's ideal conditions. So we're gonna see. We're gonna see how much we like the polar bear guard shifts.
Yeah, 100% not get the camping bug. This is the one and only time I'm
Did I call it too early?
You have a tent in the snowmobile just in case the weather is super bad.
And you can't get home.
Yeah, then you put it up.
Yeah, just to Christopher's not elated about this idea. This is not his idea of fun. But he said, sure, of course I will go camping with you so we don't die. But you know what? I think I'm going to kind of enjoy it. The only thing is I don't think we're going to sleep very much. But you know what? We have the beautiful views. Who cares? Let's get some coffee going, because that would make me happy. Hello. Oh, it's very slippery in here. It's actually really cozy and obviously huge. So I thought I would set up this for bed. So when we're ready to go to bed, it's all just ready for us. You know what I mean? So there are many different things to sleep on. The best thing I would say is it's like an air mattress kind of thing that you pump up. We didn't have one of those because we don't camp, but we have one of these, and this will work fine for an evening. It's not the best, but it's not the worst. And also it's not -20, This is like Svalbard spring. So we're gonna put this out. Let's fight against. Now this is a hardcore sleeping bag because it's, I think they call it the Barneo. sleeping bags because you can sleep in these outside and up to, I think it's minus 40 degrees. So this is perfect for winter camping. It's so warm. And of course we have a pillow. I'll show you. There. Pillow. It's very ready to go. Wow. And a sleeping dog. It's actually kind of funny because where we are camping is called Bear Valley. And there's quite a lot of ground you need to, keep an eye on when you're out here to make sure that, we stay safe. Because a polar bear can come from absolutely anywhere and they generally hang out everywhere. You never know. Like, this isn't the most polar bearish area. It's not like the east coast of Svalbard, but you never know. It's the whole thing here on Svalbard. That's why we have to always have a gun with us when we're outside of the village, because you never know when or where they're going to be. But today we're just out here camping because we want to see what it's like. It's not something that we do because it requires for someone to be awake all night, and that kind of, it makes it difficult. But we're going to enjoy this evening. We're going to have some coffee now, some more coffee. And then maybe one of us is going to go to bed soon and the other one's going to sit up and just, watch the beautiful weather.
This is what I always have in the sled, the snowmobile. But if you come to a cabin and the lock is frozen, you can use this one. If you get stuck somewhere, you can make food on it, and it runs by gasoline. This is multi-fuel, so I think you can use diesel, paraffin, gasoline, whatever it is. So, and it's always in the snowmobile, and it's been there for 7 years, 8 years probably, and it's still working. And it's like, when you drive, it's like bumpy, but it works like a charm.
I think the biggest problem with midnight sun is that it really just is impossible for your body to know when it's time to go to sleep. Like right now it is midnight. The sun is shining so bright and I have no sense of wanting to go to sleep. And I've been up since maybe 8:30. I've done so much exercise today. I was really tired after that, but then now I'm like, the sun is shining, I should be awake. And that's why I think I find this season to be kind of difficult and a bit more difficult than the polar night, because you're so worn out on energy all the time. It just never ends. But it is really beautiful. So it has its ups and its downs. I have to pee. But you know what? so cold. We can have eye contact this time.
This is Jervenduk. It's a Norwegian brand. You have many different brands of this, but this one is you put on if you're getting hurt or if you're stuck, or you can even sleep in it. It's like a sleeping bag, but it's not breathing. It's just to get to be warm. So this is the hunter model. So here you can put up your arms. You have two different, and you put it over, and you can sit for a few hours on the moose hunt or whatever it is. Or you can sit here for polar bear guard. So you put it on, and then you are warm and nice if you are a little bit cold.
You might be wondering why we're even doing this with how many times I've mentioned the polar bear danger. But on a gorgeous evening like this, I thought it would be the most ideal way to enjoy the incredible nature that we have right outside our door here on Svalbard. It wasn't that cold outside, we have the midnight sun with us all night. It felt like the ideal time to try out a bit of winter camping. If we didn't have to do the night shift, I would love to do this more often. It's peaceful and super cozy. You might have noticed though that Grim is not so happy. And I swear, he was so mad at us for taking him away from his warm, comfy bed to this winter adventure in the middle of the night. He has become quite the princess. As the midnight sun crept around the corner, it was time for one of us to go to sleep. It is almost 1 a.m. and I have not gone to bed. I am busy doing other things. I have just so much to look at. Literally taken about 400 photos of this mountain. Sue me, sue me. I do that all the time. Like I feel like I don't have enough, you know? Like I just need another frame of the exact same framing. It's just so beautiful. Look! Stop! Like, I'm gonna move out of the frame. Look. Look at it! And then imagine that it's even more spectacular in real life. It's even more colorful. I'm gonna take another photo. The time has come to go to bed. I feel so ready. And we're gonna take the outer layers off. It's 1:30 a.m. Oh. It's very bright in here. Yeah, so I'm just gonna sleep now.
We have a good polar bear dog guard sleeping. Sleep like a king. Sitting by the fire. It's a party out here in Björndalen with all the foxes screaming. So you can see on the left side, on the right side, one start screaming, and the other one, and then further in the valley, it's like they scream everywhere. It's kind of fun. Oh, this is life. So the time is 3:30 in the morning. It's time to wake up Cecilia, and she can sit here for a while. Good morning, good morning. It's 3:30 in the morning. Oh, it's super warm. It's like a sauna. It's like Bahamas.
I've been working on it.
So how do you feel about going out now and take a look at the big world when you're sitting here in the sauna?
No, thank you. Do I look good? Now I remember why I don't like camping on Svalbard.
You've been sleeping 2 hours now.
Oh my god. Okay. Before I get cold, I'm gonna throw my clothes on. Och vad fint det är ute. I need to get my warmth back. I should have had down booties, so my feet were a bit cold. And also, what we're lying on isn't like the warmest.
No.
So you can feel a little bit. You can't lay on your back. It's too much touching the ground. You have to give something up. And I gave up my right side. So my arm, this one's about 20 degrees colder than this side. I'm looking forward to sitting here. Am I though? Am I though? No, I'm not. Okay. All right. I'm gonna just bring my packing out. I'm ready. You know you're on a camping trip far away from home when this is how you walk around with your like camera gear. I'm just gonna go and sit over here. You know what's the most difficult part now? It's staying awake after you've slept for like 2 seconds. Because now you're tired. Are you looking forward to go to bed?
No.
No? You could just go in there bare sleep. Like, don't even take anything off. Just go. And the foxes have been screaming.
Yes.
Well, I guess it's my turn to take over the fox watch. Thank you. This is the... Guys, it's us now.
It's time for me to sleep. Nighty nighty.
Okay, I'm gonna try to be quiet because Christopher is sleeping now. But the first thing I need to do is to get my toes back in the world. I don't know what that means. I need to get some circulation in my toes. I can feel that they are a bit cold. And the best way to do that is kind of just move. So we're gonna be as quiet as possible. That was terrible, but I do feel warmer. It feels colder. Can you feel? Okay. is too close. All Grim is doing is sleeping. He's like, he doesn't want to hang out, doesn't want to talk to us, because I think he's mad at us because we brought him out of this. He's become the ultimate sofa pig, where he just wants to be inside. Like, all he wants to do is go back to his bed. What if we created a little princess? But I think it's good for him to be outside today, get some fresh air. Well, here we are. Guarding the tent in our camp. You doing okay? It's so crazy when you touch his fur, you can feel how warm he is. He keeps all of his fur. No, what? He keeps all of his heat inside. So what are we actually supposed to do if a polar bear shows up? Maybe we should tell you. So, like I've told you before, if you live on Svalbard and you travel outside of the village, you have to be armed. So that's why we're walking around with full-on rifles here. And this is only because polar bears can be so dangerous and they can actually kill people, and it happens, unfortunately. So this is to save your own life. Another great thing we always carry is also a flare gun. Now this genius thing, it creates a super loud bang. Let's see. Oh, there's too much in here. But so this is the first thing that you would do. If you would see a polar bear come towards camp or anything, you grab this if it's far away. If it's a life-threatening situation, you always go for the rifle. But first, you should also spot it before that happens. But so what you do is you take this flare gun, and this doesn't harm the bear, but it definitely should scare it. So this is your best bet. And also this, you can, shoot away a couple, which is great because you really just want to scare away the bear. And then what we would do also, if we notice that there was a bear here, we would pack up and leave. You know what I mean? If we don't see that the bear completely runs away. But, it's better to be safe than sorry. It's very quiet out here. Can you see? Right now, it's 5:30, so it's time to wake up Christopher. Time kind of goes fast when you just do nothing. Hello? Good morning.
The best hotel I ever slept in.
Det är det bästa tältet.
I don't understand how people can do this for free will.
Come on out, honey. I have a proposition for you. You're gonna love it. See you on the outside. Put your clothes on.
Oh. Breakfast?
Yeah.
Oh. I think this bed was a little bit hard.
So I'm thinking, we wanted to camp to try it out. We've been out here now since 8 or 7 yesterday. It's almost 12 hours. So I'm thinking we eat breakfast now.
Yeah.
And then we go home.
And then we go home and sleep.
Yes. Because I've slept for 2 hours or 2.5. You've slept-ish. Well, you did sleep. And we've broken our backs. And we've done the polar bear guard. I don't need to do this more.
The next time I'm going in a tent, it's going to be the biggest storm ever. Breakfast.
Do you know how I foresee that we pack up the tent? I just really want to collapse it and just put it straight on here.
Yeah, we need to dry it when we come.
Exactly, so we don't have to pack it up. We just go straight on there, a strap, and then you go home and then we sleep
Yeah.
a little extra, and then we're ready to take on the day. Because right now I feel a little bit delirious.
Yeah.
Okay, sausages.
Yes.
Wow. So this is good night, goodbye. Have a great day from us. We love you.
Maybe the birds will sing about your heart. Maybe the trees will whisper the word. Maybe the sun will spread your joy to the ones who lost their hope. Fill my head with roses. I can't help but dream away. Standing on a field with you and flowers everywhere.